Good evening, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am BookNerd0802, and in this video, I am going to be reviewing this book called The Full Moon Coffee Shop by Mai Mochizuki, translated from the Japanese by Jesse Kirkwood. Now, to read this book, I used this bookmark called Sunny, by the way, which has the sun and several stars. I thought it would be appropriate to go with a book entitled Full Moon Coffee Shop. I suppose there is a bit of a binary as far as the sun and the stars are concerned, and I also used this mug whilst reading the book. I like cats and coffee. I mean, it's called the Full Moon Coffee Shop. It certainly does consist of plenty of coffee, and there are many cats in there as well. It's not just a strategy to get people who love cats to buy the book. Now, this one consists of about 260 pages, and I rated it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Rather an expensive book for a paperback copy, honestly, 17.50. And I am not much a fan of astrology, but this one did not make me cringe, much like the people I come across who speak about astrology tend to do. I am indeed a fan of the moon, cats, and coffee, however, so this did immediately grab my attention, as I mentioned, despite the price of the book. I was doing some research and found out that the sequel to this won't be published in paperback until the end of 2026, next year apparently, which is complete garbage if you ask me. I am not even certain as to whether or not I plan on reading the sequel just yet, but if I were, I would have wanted to read it in paperback rather than in hardback, and it is out in hardback, but I'd just rather not buy it in hardback so that it would match my original copy in paperback. And this one, unfortunately, does have a bit of damage, but it's absolutely fine. I want them to match, but I would have to wait a whole year. In either case, this novel deals with how we all get second chances, how we all go through tough moments in life, how we all mess up, and how we get the chance to fix things. And in certain situations, it's just a matter of changing our perspective in order to view life from a more optimistic angle and to own up to any mistakes we might make. Honestly, this was one of the 10 books I was planning on reading during the month of October, and it did not disappoint. It is a perfect type of book to read during this spooky season, this autumnal um, time of the year. I did enjoy the magical realism in how the Full Moon Cafe just showed up when people needed it the most and served the best desserts and beverages whilst giving some incredible advice. It was kind of like the Avatar, The Lost Airbender, the way the coffee shop would just show up when people needed it the most. It is extremely sweet how all the parts of the story were tied together towards the end, and we were even given an explanation of why rather than how perhaps the full moon coffee shop came to be. It tends to just be a concept, might be a part of people's imaginations or dreams, perhaps, but there is also a physical structure to it. It's um, quite an elusive place to think about, and it basically has to do with an old man who takes care of cats, the cats alerting a group of students and their teacher when the man is in poor health, and then the students taking care of the cats who um, basically protected the old man when he needed them to by alerting the people. It's a tale of reciprocity, karma, and just showing love and accepting others for who they are. Very sweet, very wholesome. I would highly recommend this. There are themes of adultery, dreams not being fulfilled, and then the people to whom those dreams belong being given a second chance, and gratitude, which are dealt with very sensitively and hence adds to the overall wholesome vibe of the story. Um, the way such sensitive themes are explored in such a wholesome manner, in such a I'll call it a cozy sort of way, but it's a very kind, very gentle, very soothing type of method used. I am a big fan of the illustrations as well. I will show you a couple of them here. For instance, in black and white, of course, apart from the cover, which is also rather gorgeous, and the back of the book. Now, this is split into rather long parts, but then again, those parts have shorter chapters. There are many blank pages in here as well, split into a prologue, three chapters, and epilogue, but each chapter has smaller parts. It is subdivided into even smaller parts, which makes it very easy to digest, very simple type of story to get through. Didn't take me too long to read through this one. One thing to criticize would be that I feel as though a human sized cat would probably freak me out rather than put me at ease at a time when I am emotionally vulnerable. But I haven't yet had an opportunity to come across one, so I will let you know if ever I come across a human sized cat, whether I am afraid or whether I feel um, comfortable enough to share some insecurities of mine or things about my past which I usually don't share or don't go into detail about, perhaps. But yeah, I think overall that is all I have to say about The Full Moon Coffee Shop by Mai Mochizuki. This was published just a couple of months ago in paperback and in English, by the way. The original Japanese edition, um, published by Bunge Ishunju, um, in 2020 under the title Mangetsu Kohiten no Hoshiyomi. So yeah, basically in English, this was published just a couple of months ago. And yeah, that is all I have to say about this one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, the usual stuff basically. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. There are several more videos, um, which I am going to publish in just a couple of minutes as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I also have plenty left to read today. Hopefully, I'll have enough time to finish The Lost Gifts of the Universe by Riley August. It's about time I do so. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.